YouTubers, Big Jerry here. I was doing some thinking, and I came to the conclusion that it is indeed possible that evolution could in fact be a conspiracy theory, or in the least, a subliminal message. Drink Coke. I only gave this about 10 minutes of thought, which I can hear the atheists and evolutionists now saying, "You didn't give it enough time, you need to study." I was like, nope, a kindergartner can figure this stuff out. But anyways, I came up with a top 10 list of various reasons why I believe that evolution could be in fact a conspiracy theory, or in the least a subliminal message. The first thing I want to mention is for some reason, atheists tend to brag about the fact that approximately 70 to 80% of scientists in the field of evolution happen to be atheists. I don't know where they're getting their information from, probably Talk Origins. I have no idea, but let's roll with it. If they want it to be that high, let it be that high. That's actually a pretty high number. Okay, that would be a perfect reason why godlessness would be associated with evolution right there. The next one would be, apparently, again, over 90% of religious scientists, the ones that happen to be religious amongst that, over 90% happen to believe in evolution, which, gives, creationism a huge minority in the topic. It's basically, we don't want to hear your opinion because majority rules in this matter. It's not even a matter of we don't want to hear what you have to say because the general consensus agrees that evolution is correct, and most of us don't believe in the creation idea. The next thing is, scientists manipulate fossil dating to fit the current model. Here, let me show you. Here I have a little diagram that I made to show how stupid evolution is. From here we're going to do evolution basically in the form of shapes. Okay, first we're going to prove that in fact everything evolved from a pentagon. Okay, from the pentagon we're going to go to the right. We're going to see that the pentagon eventually evolved into a hexagon, then it evolved into a septagon, then into an octagon, then into a decagon, then into a dodecagon, and then eventually the line smoothed out and made a circle. And from this circle we come up with a circle that is hollow, and it branched off into an oval. But the circle that hollowed out eventually, changed into another color, which is a green hollow circle. Now let's go back into the pentagon rather, and show that it evolved into another path. From this path we can clearly see that it changed color into another pentagon, in which it branched off into two distinct sections. First it branched off into a orange square, which evolved into an orange rectangle, which evolved into an orange hollow rectangle. And then we can see that the pentagon also branched off into a blue pentagon, and then eventually into a blue square. See how it could have branched off two different ways? It could either have evolved into another color and then to the square, or it could have evolved into another shape and then into the square, or whatever. And then from that square it turns into a it's another four-sided object, and then there it turns purple, and from there, notice how the shape's gradually becoming a triangle, and then that triangle gradually becomes a right triangle, and then we go back the other way, and then we see that in fact this blue square here turned into a parallelogram, which later evolved into a blue diamond, and this blue diamond evolved into a green diamond. So you're saying, okay, Jerry, what's the problem? Notice how this green hollow circle is compared to the green diamond. Oh, we've just discovered that after millions of years after discovering these shapes independently, we've established that simply because these objects are green, that they must in fact be related. That sounds perfectly reasonable, you know. Of course you can come up with the idea. Of course it's only reasonable that a diamond has, shares a common ancestor, or originally shares a common ancestor, and they just simply branched off, simply because of a, simple change. Of course, that's just like saying because I share 10 toes with something else, that means we're related, or because I can make a clucking sound that I'm related to a chicken. It's just stupid things like these. And this question mark just represents that just given enough time, we're going to find different colored hollow green, hollow circles, and different colored diamonds, and different colored hollow squares, and different colored pentagons and octagons and ovals. We're going to find all these different colors. And it's just stupid how all these are all related, when in fact it could be easily said that these all were created to begin with similarly. There were plenty of, octagons and plenty of triangles and plenty of right triangles similarly designed. No problem there. Doesn't mean they were related. It's stupid. That's why evolution is a stupid idea, is because it's just it's just basically connect the dots. That's all it is. And unfortunately, people are getting paid millions of dollars a year to teach this stuff. And that's why I am so dead set against it. So, there you go. Unwanted results get continuously retested. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say there's a fossil that happens to be agreed upon that it was about 100 to 120 million years ago. They find that same fossil somewhere else, and they happen to see that it was in fact, based on dating the fossil, it was 90 million years ago. Certainly, it would have to be. It would have to be 100 million to 120 million years ago, because all of the other fossils happen to be that age. But for some reason, 90 million years ago doesn't fit in with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to continuously retest it over and over again until the numbers happen to get closer and closer to the actual number. What? 92 million? Nope, that won't work. 72 million? Nope, that definitely won't work. 97 million? Oh, that's close enough. Let's round it up to 100 million and add it to the fossil collection of fossils that date to be 120 million years. Why not, Whatever. The next point would be that creationist evidence is automatically presupposed to be unreliable. Now, this is just from people who get the idea that simply because a creationist said so, it's automatically wrong. It doesn't matter if you show them evidence, your reliability is discredited immediately simply because you have the word creationist applied to your beliefs. So automatically, no matter what you say, is going to be discredited. Much like when you try to quote scripture, it's automatically discredited because they don't believe it, so they don't believe what you have to say, no matter what you say. So that's just another reason why I think that creationism is being silenced and God is being taken out of all this stuff. It's only a matter of time, again, until the world goes to hell in a handbasket even more than it already is.